you're getting a big deal about this. What's that? Well, you come in with an attitude right away.
I did not. I was just yelling over the speaker.
We made space.
Welcome to IrishBillSports.com. This is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob. Sorry about that if you caught a little bit of what was going on here. Right as we're going on the air, we were interrupted, and so I may have said something that you may have heard or may have not heard. So I apologize, but
we got free food tonight.
We got free food, and we want to thank the folks here, Coach Thompson, Grant Thompson, letting us come in tonight and doing the game here from the visitor side here at Niceville High School. Niceville and Navarre tonight here on IrishBillSports.com. And the big game, Bob.
It is. It really is in a lot of ways for the district title. And the loser will have to play Crestview for probably runner-up. Well, Niceville's already played Crestview.
Yeah, so Niceville is already.
They have Tate left on their schedule.
They do have Tate next week, I believe.
Yeah, at Tate.
And that should wind up the district play for everybody because Navarre and Crestview will be next Friday night in Navarre, so they'll each play 4 district games. And right now, Niceville is sitting on top in the region as far as the RPI, and Navarre I think is currently sitting at number 7. This game, win or lose, for Navarre is not going to hurt them because of Niceville and their schedule and their opponent's schedule.
Yeah, hopefully. We've been through that a couple years ago when we were we beat Crestview 62-24 or something like that, and then missed out in the playoffs by like .001 or something crazy. And then, that I can't I still can't understand the rhyme or reason here of the
RPI. Opponent's record. I mean, that's
yeah.
So basically, if you're facing an unbeaten team, say Niceville played 8 winless teams, and their opponents are winless as well. Well, they can't be. Their opponents can't be winless because that means they would have beat their opponents.
Tate is winless.
It's a little. Now they have 1 win against Pensacola in week 2.
Oh, that's right.
So that will probably be their only win on the season. But you got Navarre coming in 4-2. They did lose the game the second week of the season. They lost to Warren Easton after the hurricane wiped out that game. They couldn't make the trip over to Navarre. The one thing that with Navarre over the year, Kyle Chambers has steadily improved each and every week.
He has, and at one time, he was. They were playing a 2-quarterback system for a while, but Kyle has really come onto his own this year. He's going to have to play the best game of his career. He's going to have to minimize turnovers, be smart with the ball, and don't force things because this Niceville team is loaded with talent. Maybe one of their best teams in a while, and that's saying a lot. But we'll see how it all plays out. You've got to play the game one way or the other. And as you said before the game, who would have thought that anybody would have beat Alabama this year?
I, except Georgia.
So Georgia
only.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
anything can happen.
Well, Navarre 4-2. They got out to a 26-point lead last week against Pace at halftime on the road. And Navarre, we thought Navarre was going to coast to that victory. They did not. Pace came out to play in the second half and cut the lead to 6, 33-27. They ran off 19. Actually, they ran off 3 straight touchdowns on Navarre to cut the lead to 6. And luckily on the next possession, Navarre 80 yards off a busted play by Kyle Chambers. He goes down the near sideline and right sideline and goes in for what proved to be the game-winning touchdown.
Does Pace have a road to the playoffs?
I think the only road that they have, because they were sitting in last week before that game, they were sitting in at the top 8, and Navarre was not. When Navarre went in and beat them, that knocked Pace out of the top 8, and I don't know if they have a road in or not.
So they've lost to Navarre. They've lost to
Niceville as well.
Niceville.
They're 1-2, and they're 1-2.
Right. Right.
With their only win against Crestview, I believe.
So who knows what the head-to-head is? Whether it really is no head-to-head, is there? It's just the whole point system. You used to have tiebreakers and stuff like that. Now you don't.
Yeah, but it looks like it's senior night here at Niceville. We always seem to, towards the end of the year, to get everybody's senior night.
Sure.
And this Irish Bill is Seminole Bob. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back for action here at the top of the hour. 7 o'clock kickoff Central Time. Wherever you're at, we're glad that you come aboard this week and all season long. And we'll be back after this commercial break.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida military market specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raiders Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track, whether it's seeing to it that they're properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can watch and hear all exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Welcome back to Niceville High School. It's senior night here at Niceville, and they're going through the football players at this moment. I think they've already been through the cheerleaders, and the football players. Quite a long, as you can see in the camera, there's quite a long line of seniors here, just like at Navarre. 33 at Navarre, probably pretty close to that here at Niceville.
Yep, absolutely. I think they started out with ROTC, band. And, I did this last year with Alyssa, her being a mascot. And, it's even though she just did it 1 year, it's emotional. She was a 4-year letterman for swimming at Navarre. You've been through this.
A couple of times with Brooke and Brady.
What did Brooke?
Soccer.
Oh, that's right.
She was a manager the last 2 years for soccer.
Okay.
She was their videographer for her last 2 years.
Okay. How's Brooksy doing?
She is healing. About 8 weeks now, and
she had
she's coming along.
A fracture.
She had a fracture of her right ankle. Okay. She got a plate and screws in her right ankle now, so she'll be heading back to hopefully next Friday, and hopefully soon enough getting into a walking boot here in the very near future. But Navarre comes into this game 4-2. Their game so far, they started out with a 28-6 win over Fort Walton Beach in week 1. Second week was canceled due to Hurricane Ida. The Raiders went on the road and lost to Milton the first time in Coach Wall's tenure at Navarre, 18-13. So the next week they would come back home for their first district game, a 35-14 win over Tate. On the road to Leon, where they have Leon's number so far, 2-0 in the series.
Yep.
They won 24-14, not as close as the score would be at the end. Then they face a tough Mosley team on homecoming, and 30-7 setback in that one. They go back on the road for district game number 2 last week and pace a 41-34 exciting victory. The 4-2, 2-0, and an all-important 2-0 in District 1 7A.
What do you think Niceville learned or didn't learn from the video last week at Pace?
Well, talking with some of the fans here, it sounds like they did not play one of their better games of the season. I maybe taking Gadsden County for a little bit for granted. A 1-5 team coming into, so Niceville was like 1-5 coming into our place. They found out that Gadsden County was everything and more, and took them to overtime. Had to lead late in the game, and Niceville scored on. They got an interference call on 4th down and went in and scored to tie it to send it to overtime. Then they eventually won in overtime, 34-27. They got their season started with the 35-17 win over Lincoln, 39-0 in week 2 over Choctaw, 45-8 over Fort Walton, but eventually would be forfeited with an ineligible player.
Right.
Niceville took out Pace in week 4, 41-13 over Godby in week 5, 56-27 over Crestview, 42-21. Miami Edison comes up. They trailed at halftime 14-7. Niceville comes back and win that one 21-14. Then last week's 34-27 win over Gadsden County. So officially 7-1 on the season, but all important, they are undefeated in district play as well. So basically the winner of this contest will more than likely be the district champion, unless something happens, we have an upset in the next week or so.
Right, and it certainly could change if both teams or when both teams make the playoffs, whether they host or where they go on the road. I call those money games because when you gotta rent those buses and get those hotel rooms potentially and all kind of things like that, that costs the school money. That's why I call it a money game too. When you're, for instance, a district runner-up.
So you get double duty to start the game. Robbie will be here, but he's running a little bit late.
No problem.
Looks like we're going to have a pretty packed house here at Niceville tonight on both sides. We'll be pretty full. They'll even be standing along the rails at the north end of the field. And Highway 20 runs right parallel with us. Here as it heads straight into Freeport. If you stay on 20, you'll go through Blue Water Bay and on in.
I went that way today. Yep, sure did.
And you'll come through Nick's Seafoods right there on 20.
I know.
Look like you got a visitor here to the right.
Oh, hey, Ray. One of our band parents.
One of the things I like about doing the game up in the fans is you get people that stop by, and we don't mind that.
Absolutely.
It just adds to the broadcast, and we appreciate that.
We want to, speaking of meeting us, don't come to Culver's next Wednesday.
Yeah, we will not be there. Fortunately, Fortunately, I will be out of town. So I'll be back on late Wednesday evening, and so we'll be back in a week from Wednesday night, and also we'll be at home next Friday night for the Crestview game.
So you don't want to do a show from down in Cabo?
No, I'll actually be in airplanes about that time, so we'll be flying home Wednesdays. So, but yeah,
well deserved.
The producer and I get to take a little much deserved break.
Right, congratulations. She won an award with her company, so.
And one of our sponsors, Express Employment Professionals out of Pensacola.
Exactly. Yep.
I mean, guys, without our great sponsors, we added Dr. Paul Britt this year from Integrative Chiropractic Solutions. Great commercial. Robbie did a great job on that commercial.
You saw him this morning, didn't you?
I did, and I saw him this morning.
We saw Stacy, right?
Saw Miss Stacy with University of Linda, her and Jennifer Gomes, University of Lending, Ursula Householder. We got.
She lends her husband to backup camera.
We got Culver's, Honey, and Randy Smith.
Oh, great folks.
At 3 locations in Fort Walton Beach, Destin, and Navarre, and great people there, and the Navarre Quarterback Club as well. So I love my sponsors, and apparently they don't like what we're doing, so they keep coming back with us.
And we appreciate them so much. For without them, we wouldn't be able to do a broadcast. And there are people who can't make it to Pace, Florida, or to Tallahassee, Florida, or to wherever Navarre plays.
And we got grandparents that are in Wyoming, like Kyle Chambers' grandparents, the Thomases in Wyoming. We got, unfortunately, a situation with Daphne Moon. Bad diagnosis for her, but our prayers still continue to go out with her as she is watching from home again this evening. Her youngest son, Jaden, a senior this year, playing kind of with a heavy heart this year, but still having an outstanding season nonetheless. But our prayers go out to Daphne Moon and John as they go through their battle, what they're dealing with right now. And want to thank all of our people out there on the World Wide Web that tune in every Friday night and Wednesday nights on the show. Not as much, but we're going to do the show no matter whether you watch or not. So if you got a choice, you can watch it on YouTube at Irish Bill Sports Live, or you can go to the website, irishbillsports.com. A couple options there. And you can hook it up to your TV, and you can watch it on your big screen at home.
Absolutely, like tonight. I don't know if there is a max on tickets here.
I'm not sure at all, but it looks like a packed house. It's senior night. The band lining down to or across the field to the left pretty much takes up the whole field when they come on the field.
Right. They invited the middle school bands of Ruckle and Lewis, who are their 2 feeder schools, middle schools, to perform, which I think is a great idea. Emerald Coast Middle School's band is at homecoming at South Walton High School. They're kind of doing the same thing. So, it's I applaud band directors. They were giving swag away. The Niceville band director was to the rising 9th graders or the 8th graders this year at the middle schools. And they're smart because, hey, some of these players, these 8th graders, are future band folks. So.
Yeah, we're about 7 minutes from – actually, the clock says 2.5 minutes. About 2:40 to go to kickoff here. They just finish up pregame ceremonies with senior night here at Niceville High School. And we're going to stay right here, Bob, because the band's going to be getting ready to come onto the field. And we'll have to turn on our field mic so that they can listen to the Niceville High School marching band coming in here to the stadium across the way. So I like when they bring all the bands together, the middle school bands as well. And, they're just right down the road. Actually, I think they're not even down the road. I think they're on the other side of the high school. The Ruckle is.
Sure is. The Ruckle Rams. At the back gate of Eglin, literally, is Lewis, the Falcons.
Tim Keene checking in, trying to get me to say it once again. I'm not going to. Welcome in, Tim.
Last time he said it, they lost, Tim.
You sure
don't want him to say it.
You sure you want me to say it, Tim? I said it the week of the Texas A&M game. Didn't go so well for Alabama that weekend.
Instead of roll tide, it was kind of stumble tide.
I didn't finish it, really. I didn't finish it, and neither did Bama that night.
Were you a band parent?
I was not.
Okay.
I have no musical talent, and neither do my kids whatsoever.
3 of ours were in the band. Now, they did not go on to high school and play in high school, but they played in middle school. Band instruments, rental or buying.
Expensive.
Of course. You want to guess how many thousands?
And here comes the Raider band. They're coming down the stairs across the way to come to the near side of the field for us, where we're at, wearing their white jerseys with their maroon pants, black helmet, maroon numbers. And I like the white ones because I can see the numbers a lot easier.
Well, you're not a young man anymore, but you're catching up to me.
I'll never catch up to you, Bob.
Well, oh well.
But we'll have Robbie here momentarily. He's running a little late, so Bob will start out on the camera and do color, which we're multitasking.
Blue, red, silver, brown. Color.
Excellent. That's an excellent analyst. That's an analyst right there. That's why he's the best one in the business.
That's why he's the best one in the business.
Love Bob Euchre.
Bob Euchre.
That's a bit outside. Ball 12. How can they stay away from pitches that good?
I had an uncle, and Uncle Louie, my father's sister's husband. He was an usher for umpteen years with the Milwaukee Brewers. And when Uncle Louie couldn't get up and down the stairs, he was the bodyguard at age 80 for Bob Euchre.
Really?
Yeah, he just stood outside the door in a chair or sat, made sure nobody got in. But Uncle Louie sent me a Brewers hat I still have and cherish it.
So I love Bob Euchre in that movie. That was Major League. That was He did a
great lines.
He did a great job in that movie. But we're about the clock reads 12, so that means the players will be coming onto the field here momentarily. It's supposed to be 7 o'clock, but we did have senior night here at Niceville High School. The Raiders on the road this evening, their last road game of the season. The last 2 regular season games will be at home against Crestview and Gulf Breeze.
Not easy. Two not easy contests. I mean, we finish, Pace, Niceville, Crestview, Gulf Breeze. Not easy. Not easy at all. But the Raiders, I think, are up to the task.
The Niceville Dancers out there in the middle of the field right now doing an outstanding job. The Raiders down in the south end zone. Eagles down in the north end zone. Only reason I know that because the water's to the south. Some stadiums you go into, it's kind of backwards, but we're on the visitor side here. Most of the time we're on the home side, but tonight we're on the visitor side. So I guess they would still be to the south.
That's not the Gulf of Mexico, though.
No, that's the bay.
Choctawhatchee Bay.
Choctawhatchee Bay, but still to the south.
If you say so. All I know is there's airplanes keep going, landing, heading and landing and circling.
You got your night vision goggles on right now because it is dark. You see those planes landing?
Yeah, when they got lights on. So, yep. I think the captains are about ready to come to the center of the field.
We'll turn on the field mic here. Got the field mic all ready to go, Bob. Mm-hmm. The ROTC for Niceville taking the field right now as we're getting ready for our national anthem here. This 22nd night of October 2021. Navarre on the road at Niceville with our national anthem coming up shortly.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing as the Eagle Pride plays our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
An Eagle Pride with our national anthem. Most excellent rendition of our national anthem. I stand corrected, Bob. Not wearing the maroon pants. They were wearing the onyx-colored pants.
Onyx.
This is, I think, the first time this combination has been worn this year.
Well, the Gators of Florida played LSU.
Not very well.
Well, we're gonna win,
Coach O.
Bill.
Coach O, you making it? I didn't know you'd make it over for tonight's game, especially when I believe you're on the road tomorrow.
Am I? Well, anyway,
Well,
I had
you're on your way out. What? Some road? Tobacco Road? I don't know, but
I might be. I can't do anything for 2 years now, Bill. You know that.
I know you're on your way out.
But I'll give you 17 million reasons why.
That's how much Red Bull you have, Coach?
No, that's how many dollars I have to leave LSU.
You can afford 17 million Red Bulls.
I can afford. So all I can say is go Tigers.
Well, thanks for stopping by tonight, Coach. And we'll always enjoy it when you stop in on Wednesday nights or on Friday nights here at the old ball game. And we're just moments from kickoff here at Niceville High School. And what a performance last Friday night from one Christian Caballero. Breaks the school record for tackles. When I put in the numbers in Max Preps this past couple of days ago, when I put 22 solo tackles and 8, the system asked me, are you sure that number's correct? Because it's high. And yes, it was correct. 22 solo tackles, 8 assists, 2 tackles for loss, a sack, and a pass breakup. For Christian Caballero, 30 tackles on the night for one Christian Caballero.
And those numbers came from the Navarre coaching staff. So Navarre has won the toss, have deferred their choice to the second half.
They're good. They finally won one after losing 2 straight.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, there's a good friend of mine, Chris Hill, who I used to work with when I was out at Duke Field, and I'm still there. He's not. But his son is a freshman, CJ, is dressing for the first time tonight as on varsity. Because their freshman season is over with. They finished last night.
Navarre
for Navarre.
Okay, cool.
CJ Hill, number 45.
Is that related to the Hill family that was there at Navarre?
No.
No.
Not at all. So Navarre wins the toss. They defer to the second half. So they will be kicking off to start this contest here at Niceville High School. Home of the Eagles, number 2 in Class 7A. Top of the region in Region 1. And here comes your Navarre Raiders from the south end zone, sporting the flags of the NHS. Only problem is both teams are NHS tonight. But the one that counts is the one with the Raider flag right in front of it. Navarre on the road with an 8-3 lead in the series over Niceville. This is the 12th meeting between these two prestigious football programs here in the Panhandle of Florida. I'm Irish Bill with Seminole Bob, and Robbie will be joining us shortly. He's running a little bit late. A lot of traffic around the high school here this time of evening on a Friday night, and we are getting ready for kickoff. And our good friend Rosalind Miller checking in from Stuart, Florida, cheering on Tyrell and Terrence Marshall tonight. What a game Terrence had last week. 2 catches, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Southmore receiver. Hopefully they can see Tyrell back out there. He's a little banged up from a couple of games ago.
Yeah.
And kicking off for the Raiders will be number 23. That would be Caden Howard, his first game that he's able to play. He's been injured coming into this season, and his first game tonight as well. Number 23, Caden Howard, will be handling the kickoff duties here to start the game.
Hopefully that's a good sign for Navarre.
Raiders getting ready to put toe on leather to get this game underway. Fayard and Powell back deep for the Eagles. It's going to be a pooch kick. Actually, an end-over-end kick that's going to come at the 15. And a nice return before he's tackled by Chase Richardson at the 38-yard line. Powell takes it in stride at the 13 and returns it out to the 37. A return of 24 yards. And the Eagles have 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Addie Moore brings the offense out. He's their leading ground gainer and their leading passer. Sporting number 5. Twin receivers to the far side, single to the near side. It's going to be a run on the keeper by Moore, and he's going to get to the 39, a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Eagles.
Eagles go hurry up here.
2nd and 8 from the 39 of Niceville. 11:30 on the clock. We're just underway here at Niceville between Navarre and the host Eagles. 2nd and 8. It's going to be a quick out to Thomas, and he's going to be met in the backfield. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. Way to come up from his linebacker position to make the initial hit, and that would be one Jaden Moon. It's going to be a loss of 3.
They didn't know whether Thomas was going to play tonight. A little banged up from the last game. 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Moore back to pass. He's got a receiver downfield, and he's going to come up with the first down grab inside the 40, down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 31. Gain of 32 to Thomas, and an Eagle first down. 1st and 10 at the Raider 32.
Navarre linebackers have been active so far.
Fayard on the carry. It's going to be a loss back to the 34, a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Moore back to pass. He's got a receiver downfield wide open for an Eagle touchdown from 34 yards out. Moore to number 11, Tyler Powell. And Eagles on the board quickly in 2:03 as they finish off the 63-yard drive on a 34-yard touchdown pass from Moore to Powell. So the Eagles get on the board at the 9:57 mark of the first quarter. Kick is up and good. 7-0 Eagles here on IrishMillSports.com. So Niceville on the board first, Bob.
Quick strike. Shutting down the run game. Going single coverage on their receivers. And
Powell was actually sitting there waiting for the ball. He beat the corner here on the near sideline and was waiting for the ball and just took one step into the end zone.
Yeah.
So the Eagles on the board at 5 plays, 63 yards, 2:03, taking off the clock here in the first quarter. Charles Leba to kick off. LeBee. That's what I thought.
LeBay. I think it's LeBay.
LeBee getting ready to put toe on leather. Raiders looking for their first possession here. We'll try to match what Niceville did in their opening drive. That's a deep kick that's going to come down at the 4. And a nice return out to the 24. A 20-yard return by Marshall. Raiders will have 1st and 10 from the 24.
He had a big week last week against Pace. 2 touchdown passes, both on long bombs.
So Kyle Chambers will bring the Raider offense out 1st and 10 from their own 24 with 9:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. 7-0 Niceville out on top. Trip split to the far side. Single to the near side. The court in the backfield to the left of Kyle Chambers. 1st and 10 Navarre from the 24. It's going to be a quick hitter to Marshall. He's going to get to the outside. Out there, one-on-one coverage against Thomas. And he's going to get enough for a Raider first down. And I know Dad Eddie has to be proud of that with Terrence's first catch of the night. They're going to move the ball out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 11, and a Raider first down.
And you got to remember, Niceville has got a whole stack of defensive players who are 3, 4, 5-star potentials. So
Raiders 1st and 10 from their 35. Trailing 7-0. Handoff to the court up the middle. And the little rugger gets out over the 40. Actually right at the 40. A gain of 5 will bring up 2nd and 5 for Navarre.
Obviously, as in every game, the offensive and defensive line is going to play critical. Play huge in this game. The Big Bubba is going to have to play their most consistent game this year. Air-free, penalty-free.
2nd and 5 for the Raiders from their 40. 9-10 on the clock, trailing 7-0. It's going to be a quick hitter to the court. A little face mask there. Not called. I mean, it's obvious. We got right there on the camera. That was a face mask penalty from here to there. It's going to be a gain of 1.
Yeah, either a face mask or a horse collar.
A gain of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Raiders from their 41. 8:35 on the clock. 7-0 Niceville out on top. Chambers in the shotgun. Percival goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to the court. And the defense of Niceville strings that one out to the near sideline before he's taken down there by Noah Harmon at the 44. A loss, actually 39, a loss of 2 on the play.
Looks like we may have a penalty on the play. Dead ball. How can you decline a dead ball penalty? He signaled dead ball, so if it's a dead ball, then they get to play over. I don't know.
Good question. Percival back to punt for the first time this evening. Standing on his own 24, waiting the long snap. Good snap back. Percival with a high punt, not very deep, but it's going to go out of bounds just outside the 35. They're going to mark it at the 37-yard line. A 24-yard punt for Percival. And Eagles get good field position just inside their own 40 at the 37. With a 7-0 lead with 8:04 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, this is huge for Navarre's defense. And the reason is they don't want to get down 2 touchdowns to Niceville.
Addie Moore leads the offense out. Quarterback for Niceville. It's going to be a handoff to Thomas. Thomas is going to be met in the backfield, but he breaks 1 tackle and gets out to the 40. Give him 3 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 7. Second and 7 for the Eagles from their own 40. 7:45 on the clock. 7-0 Eagles as they scored on a 34-yard touchdown pass from Moore to Powell to get this game going. 2nd and 7. Moore's going to take it on. He's going to keep it himself. The ball on the ground. As Wright forces the fumble, the Raiders recover. Hunter Crowder with the fumble recovery. Devin Howe with the forced fumble. The Raiders have great field possession.
Turnovers, we said, are going to play huge in the game. Now Navarre needs to do something with this. Would not be surprised to see.
So Devin Wright forces the fumble on the carry by Moore. And the Raiders going to start their second possession at the Eagle 46 with 7:27 on the clock. 1st and 10 Navarre at the Eagle 46. Chambers back to pass. He's going to hit his receiver. Percival's going to break one tackle and get out of bounds. It's going to be about a 3-yard gain down to about the, let's see where they spot the ball. It's going to be 3-yard pass to Percival. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Raiders.
Now Navarre goes hurry up.
It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to fall forward, positive yards inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2 and bring up 3rd and 5. First carry of the night for Chambers. Third and 5 for the Raiders at the Eagle 39-yard line. Four down territory for the Raiders. 3rd and 3. It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt. He's going to be close to a first down. It looks like he has it. They gave Chambers actually 5 on that carry. And it's going to be a 4-yard carry for DeCourt and a Raider first down as we go to the water break here in the first quarter. Niceville 7, Navarre nothing. With 6:25 on the clock. We'll stay right here, folks. Four-yard run by DeCourt gives the Raiders their second first down. A big forced fumble by Devin Wright. Hunter Crowder on the fumble recovery. Raiders are a +1 in the turnover ratio this season. They have not turned the ball over a lot this year, Bob.
No, they haven't. Just on this series, just Navarre needs to be opportunistic. They have to, literally match Navarre. I guess in any football game you want to match the team, but when you got the district title potentially on the line, and you get a break in their territory, you've got to do something with it. Got to put points on the board.
They come into a tight package here. Marshall and Hardy to the near side. Marshall goes in motion. It's going to be a keeper by Chambers. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe lose a yard. Second 11 coming up for Navarre from their 35. 6 minutes on the clock, just fresh out of the water break here in the first quarter. Niceville on the board first, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Moore to Powell. Extra point, good. 7-0 Niceville up to this point. Second 11 for the Raiders, just outside their 35. It's going to be a handoff to the court. He gets to the outside, still on his feet. He gets down near the 30. See where they spot the ball at? Looks like right at the 30-yard line, a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Four down territory here for the Raiders.
Most definitely.
Not in field goal range as of yet. 5:15 and running here in the first quarter. Chambers back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got a receiver wide open, but a great coverage there in the secondary by Harrison Orr to come down and knock the ball down, and it's going to bring up 4th and 5. So Raiders keeping the offense out on the field. Not surprised here, Bob?
No, not at all.
We welcome our cameraman to the game. Welcome, Robbie. 4th and 5 for the Raiders at the Niceville 30. Twins to the near side, single to the top of the screen. 4th and 5 as Richardson goes in motion. Chambers back to pass. The receiver cut off his route, and Chambers threw it long, so it falls incomplete, and the Eagles will take over on downs.
Looked like he was going for his tight end.
So the turnover turns out to be nothing for the Raiders. other than taking a few minutes off the clock. So
No harm, no foul.
no harm, no foul. So that's going to give the Eagles the ball back at their own 30-yard line. They do have a drone flying above us here.
How about that?
First and 10 for the Eagles from their own 30.
I hope it's a drone.
It's going to be a keeper by Moore. He's going to get pushed to the outside. Forced out of bounds by Jaden Moon. No gain. Will bring up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles as McKinney comes out. Max Smith in. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their 30. They're going to send trips to the near sides. Empty on the right side. The Raiders show blitz, but back off. 2nd and 10.
Straight quarterback run.
And he's going to get a couple of yards on the tackle by Devin Wright. After a gain of 2, bring up 3rd and 8.
You know, they say football is a violent sport. Devin Wright just showed the quarterback a little taste of something to come.
3rd and 8 for the Eagles from their 32. 4:32 on the clock. 7-0 Niceville here on IrishVilleSports.com. Moore looking to the sideline for the signal and the play call. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Moore back to pass. He's feeling pressure. And it's going to be triple coverage, and it's going to fall incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, the one safety, instead of going for the ball, went after the wide receiver. That easily could have been interference. Break for Navarre. Sometimes you have to be luckier than good. And we're both.
And every time I come to a game, they always have one player that doesn't have a number on my roster. Never fails. And this would be the punter. Kind of a wobbly kick, but it's going to take an Eagle bounce inside the 30, and it's going to come to rest at the 24, where the Raiders will start for the second time at their own 24.
Well, I know they brought up a young man that I taught, and he's now at Niceville. He's off the JV team, Hugh Boudreau, and Hugh has punted before. Looks a little tall for Hugh, but as you mentioned,
Johnny
Bill,
Robinson checking in.
Hey, Johnny.
Good old Navarre alum. One of my all-time favorite Raiders.
Boy, he could play, man.
Him and his brother Eugene, I believe, are still playing semi-pro ball.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Raiders from their 24. Chambers going to roll out to his left. And he finds Richardson on a short completion. Richardson, pretty sure hands there, Bob.
He doesn't drop very many. That's who, on 4th down, Kyle was trying to hit on a post pattern. He went down and in.
He's going to gain 4. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders at the 28. 3:58 on the clock. 7-0 Niceville here in the first quarter. They're going to hand off to the court. He's going to bounce it to the outside before he's going to be hauled down out there by Khalil Jacobs. He's going to lose some yardage back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Raiders. He tried to find a hole to the outside, but there wasn't one there.
Nope.
Hardy out. Richardson back in. 3rd and 6 for the Raiders from their 28-yard line. Reese goes in motion. Chambers is going to be pressed into the pocket. He's going to take off and run. He's got a lot of yards. And a Raider first down into Eagle territory. Still on his feet, but he drops the ball. You got to secure the ball in the open field. And he fumbles out to 40, and the Eagles are going to take over.
Trying to get the extra yards. Had the first down, too. And nobody feels, worse about it than he does.
A gain of 32. It would have been a first down, but the Raiders cough up the ball, and the Eagles take over at their own 40 with 3:10 on the clock. Moore in the pistol, twins to the near side. It's going to be handoff to the back, and there's nowhere to go in that one. And that's Jay Pope on the carry. He's going to get to the 37-yard line. He's going to lose 2.
Nowhere to run to.
Nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to hide.
2nd and 12 for the Eagles from their own 37. Moore back to pass. He's going to hit his receiver before, and a great tackle there by Deuce Ned. Right at the 39, back to about the original line of scrimmage. The pass there was to number 10. That was Blake Orr. A gain of 2 out to the 39. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. 7-0 Niceville on top. 2:16 to go in the opening quarter. A 3rd and 10 situation coming up for Niceville at their own 39-yard line. Twins to the near side. Single to the top. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Will he have enough for a first down? It looks like it. Pope's going to get the first down and still on his feet. It never went out of bounds. Never went out of bounds. He's going to spot him down.
14-yard line.
He's going to spot him down at the 14. He did not step out of bounds. So a great run there on 3rd and 10, 3rd and long. And they take it from the 39 all the way down to the Navarre 14-yard line.
They tried to push him out of bounds, and if you do that, you've got to push him out of bounds. But he tiptoed. Okay. I'm not sure. I agree with you. I'm not sure he ever went out of bounds. I think the head linesman may have been blocked on the play.
A gain of 47 and an Eagle first down. And there is a flag here on the near side.
Defensive offsides.
Well, that will move him inside the 10, down to the 9. The first marked off penalty of the game. So the Raiders have him 3rd and 10. Actually had him in the backfield, but he broke loose. And then he tightrope walked down here the near sideline, almost went in. In our opinion, he went in.
Yep.
But they had him stepping out at the 14. 1st and 5 for the Eagles at the Raider 9. 1:47 on the clock. The Eagles wearing their maroon jerseys with white numbers, maroon helmet. The Raiders in their onyx-colored pants, white jerseys, maroon numbers. And I believe we're going to have a timeout or a flag down on the far side. Timeout Navarre, I believe. Actually, timeout Niceville.
Yep.
Let's take a quick one with them. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Back at Niceville High School, we're going to have a 1st and 5 out of the timeout. Niceville takes their first timeout here in the first quarter. They're up 7-0, but threatening once again as they have a 1st and 5 at the Raider 9-yard line. Moore in the shotgun. Pope to his right. Trips to the near side, single to the top. 1st and 5 for the Eagles at the Raider 9. Moore's going to keep it. He's going to break to the outside, but he's met there by Hunter Crowder after a no gain back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles.
Looked like there was a hole there for a minute.
But Crowder closed it off really quick.
He did. He did it. That.
They're going to switch it over in between. The hash is now over closer to the right hash. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles at the Raider 9. 1:15 on the clock here in the first. 7-0 Niceville. Moore's going to keep it again. He's going to go off right tackle before he's hit by Christian Caballero and brought down at the 4. It's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. It's pretty close to that first down marker, Bob.
Absolutely.
It'll either be first and goal. It will be first and goal for the Eagles, it looks like. They're going to spot the ball just at the 4-yard line. Right at the yard to gain. First and goal for the Eagles. As we're winding down here in the first quarter, 40 ticks left on the clock. First and goal for the Eagles at the Raider 4. Thomas goes in motion. He's going to get the handoff, and he's into the end zone from 4 yards out, and the Eagles stretch their lead to 13 on the 4-yard run by Azariah Thomas.
Simple jet sweep. Great talent there.
With 24 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter, the Eagles get back on the board on a 4-yard run by Thomas. Using 3 different kickers, one for kickoffs, one for punting, one for...
Well, I mean, when you have great soccer teams like Niceville does, I don't know if those young men play soccer.
This is Logan Maurice, the sophomore. That kick is up and it's good. I believe he kicked the first one as well.
He did.
2 for 2 night and a 14-0 lead for the Eagles with 24 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. This Irish Bill with Seminole Bob and Robbie on the camera tonight.
We got some scores. Bluntstown leading Baker 16-0 in the second quarter. In the other district.
You say Baker's on top?
No, Bluntstown's
on top.
Sorry about that. 16.
Hopefully Wagner's back in there. Did not play last week.
He did not.
And that 38-7 loss to Walton. But Walton's playing some serious ball right now.
They are. They are. Crestview leading Pace 14-9 second quarter.
Where's that game? Is that at Pace or is that up the road at Crestview?
That is in Crestview. John Paul the second leading North Florida Christian at the half.
They're playing well this year.
They're
the
peaking
Marauder,
at the right time.
They are the Panthers.
Yeah, there was a name that we both kind of scratched our head.
LaBee with the kickoff duties here tonight, getting ready to put toe on leather. Back deep for the Raiders, Derek Percival and Terrence Marshall. Percival to the left hash, Marshall at the right hash. 14-0 Eagles with 24 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. LaBee, we're going to have offsides on the kicking team, so back them up 5 yards.
Lincoln leading at half over Rickards at Rickards 21-8.
Lincoln always seems to get better as the season goes on.
Madison County over at Boot Hill leading Columbia 14-0. I assume that's Columbia, like
Lake
the
City.
one-time Lake City.
Yeah.
The one-time powerhouse.
6A school.
Yeah.
James Madison County will play anybody. They played Valdosta to start the season.
They did.
LaBee back to his 35-yard line where he'll be putting toe on leather. It's a line drive kick. It's going to go out of bounds. So the Raiders will get the ball at the 40. They should, because when you back it up to the 35, it's 25 yards from the line of scrimmage. So they should get the ball at the 40. Or they could force them to punt once again.
Kick.
A kick. Good catch, sir.
Forest.
I know there's a reason I bring you along every week. And they're going to back him up 5 more yards and make him kick again.
Pine Forest leading Gulf Breeze 12-7 in the first quarter. Scambia leading Milton 21-7.
Well, when you got 2 speedsters back there with Marshall and Percival, you want a return setup, but do you give up ball up where you could have got the ball at the 40?
That's why he's coaching and we're not.
That's right. That's why he makes the big bucks and we make little bucks. LaBee will attempt this one more time from the 30. He does have the leg to put this in the end zone. It's a high end over end kick. Marshall's going to catch it at the 9-yard line. We're going to have a return. Still on his feet. Breaks one tackle. He's going to cut back, runs into his own player. And Coach Walls knew what he was doing. A 36-yard return out to the 44-yard line.
He found a seam. He may have gotten a few more yards if he had not run into his own player.
Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 45, so that's a return of 36 yards for Marshall. And the Raiders will have 1st and 10 with 12 seconds on the clock here in the opening quarter. 14-0, Niceville on top. Chambers in the shotgun, 1st and 10. He's going to hand off the court up middle. The court breaks one tackle into Eagle territory, still on his feet, inside the 36-yard line, down to about actually they're going to spot it right at the 36. A gain of 19 for DeCourt and a Raider first down.
His daddy right below us was fired up. He was just twisting and turning and twisting, and we've reached the end of one here at Niceville Stadium, where Navarre is trailing tonight, Bill. 14-0 to the Eagles.
Niceville with 122 yards through the first quarter. 65 through the air, 57 on the ground. Navarre with 87, 20 through the air, and 67 on the ground.
And Navarre the Big Bubbas have opened some holes, Bill, tonight.
That they have, and we're going to go right to the second quarter. We're not going to take a break. We're going to stay right here at Niceville High School, where the Raiders will have 1st and 10 at the Eagle 36 to start the second quarter.
Would not surprise me on first down if they take a shot here, maybe at the end zone.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Eagle 36. 14-0 Niceville after one here. Chambers in the shotgun. It's late on the handoff, and that kind of messes up the play, but the court's going to get back to line of scrimmage, maybe lose a half a yard on the play.
He sure is strong.
Firestone on the tackle. Firestone headed to Northwestern next year.
Is he really?
He is. Not a dummy. He had quite a few offers.
Northwestern's had a tough year.
That they have, so who knows going in there, he might have a chance.
He can start.
Plays both way for the Eagles. 2nd and 11. It's going to be Chambers with a nice little fake there. He's going to get down inside the 32, down to the 31. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Nice little juke there of the defender. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Raiders at the Eagle 31-yard line. Actually, let's call that 6.
Yeah, 6 yards.
They need to get down to the 25 for a first down as they trail 14-0 with 10:50 to go here in the opening half. The court in the backfield, twins to both sides for the Raiders, near and far. You like that, how I worked that in there? Near and far?
Near and far. Timeout Navarre. That rhymes. Far and Navarre.
Johnny goes, spread them out and let number 3 do his stuff. We like that. We like that talk. We like when the little rugger gets running downhill.
Sure does.
We got any updates there?
Monroe Day leading Bronson 33-6.
The Real Sneeze team showed up tonight.
56-14 second quarter.
Northview over Mariana early on, 7-0.
Yeah.
Bluntstown over Baker, 16-0. South Walton over Rutherford, 21-0. Wewall over Vernon, a long year for the Yellow Jackets this year.
And I picked the Gators again, didn't I?
I think you did. It's hard to pass on Zay McDaniel and Alex Williams over there at Wewall when those two guys get running the ball.
Freeport leading Rocky Bayou 14-6 in the first quarter.
3rd and 5, that's 3rd and 6 for the Raiders at the Eagle 31. Chambers in the shotgun. Richardson goes in motion. He stops. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper, and he's going to get a couple of yards, so I'll bring 4th down. The 4th down play coming up as he gets 3 and bring up 4th and 3 for the Raiders.
Ball was there briefly on the right side, closed up. Greatly by the linebacker core.
In comes the heavy package with Lemmy Wilson, Davian Hardy, Jaden Moon, Sebastian Melendez, and Devin Wright out there in the big package for the Raiders. 4th and 3 at the Eagle 28.
I love this package.
A lot of times they'll go early and they'll hand it off to Melendez.
Fumble.
And the ball's on the ground. But the Eagles, that's just as good as a stop. As the exchange was fumbled, but Chambers gets down on it for a 1-yard loss. But the Eagles are going to take over on the 4th down possession.
That's twice inside the 35 that we've turned it over, once on downs and once on a fumble.
So the Raiders are moving the ball, but kind of shooting themselves in the foot here early on in the first half.
Bend but not break. Niceville defense.
First and 10 for the Eagles from their 29. Moore in the pistol. Back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open. Good coverage there by Derek Percival back there. Thomas looking for a flag. No flag on the play. Falls incomplete.
He timed it just right. The fans were unhappy, but remember the defensive back has just as much of a right as the receiver.
He went up for the ball just
He
like
did.
the receiver was.
He did.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their 29. 9:45 on the clock here in the first half. Niceville on top 14-0 here on IrishVilleSports.com. Trips to the near side, single to the top. Blown back in the backfield is Pope. 2nd and 10. It's going to be handoff to Pope. He's got a nice gainer before he's a big stick by Hunter Crowder at the 33-yard line after a gain of 4 by Pope. Crowder coming in, having a big year this year. The third leading tackler for Navarre behind Caballero and Wright.
He can hit too, boy. Woo, mercy.
So a 3rd and 6 for the Eagles from their own 33. 9:15 on the clock. McKell goes in motion. Moore back to pass, but the play is blown dead. And we have another timeout coming up here. I believe this one is, I'm going to wait for the white hat so I don't look bad. It's going to be Niceville with their second timeout of the first half.
Oh, boy. Sometimes it's great to be old. Not you, me. Those knees.
It's great to get older, I should say.
Praise the Lord.
It beats the alternative, does it not?
My father always said it's better to be viewed than seen. Or seen than viewed. Seen than viewed. Not the other one, not that one.
Mine was when we were kids was you only speak when spoken to. So 3rd and 6 for the Eagles coming up here out of the timeout. They're at their own 33 after a big hit there by Hunter Crowder. Pope with a nice 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. 14-0 with 9:08 to go here in the first half. Niceville out on top. Moore in the shotgun. The Raiders looking for a stop so they can get that ball back. Pope in the backfield to the right. Two seniors here in the backfield. Moore back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. And he's going to find it incomplete. And will bring up 4th down on the incompleted pass.
Good coverage by the secondary of Navarre.
Yeah, it's Sebastian Melendez rolling out with the receiver there. Deuce Ned over there as well from his corner position.
Yep. I think he wanted to go long, and it just was not there. And remember that play, that long pass by Percival. Navarre gets back in this ball game. That could have been a big play.
Good snap back. Nice high punt, fair catch.
Drop the ball.
It looks like the Raiders recover. You got to come down with those. Either if you don't think you can get it, just let it go. But I know he would rather have him return it.
Yeah, and potentially give up a lot of yards. But you're right. I'd rather give up a lot of yards than give up the football.
It was a fair catch. He was not going to return it. But luckily, the Raiders were able to get the ball at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:50 to go, trailing 14-0. Trips to the near side. The handoff to DeCourt. Up the middle. The Little Ruggers got some room. Out over the 40, out to the 41. It should be enough for a Raider first down. A gain of 11 for DeCourt. Move to change for Navarre out to the 41. Their 4th first down of the game.
I think you keep giving it to him and then work off the play action.
It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt once again. But he's going to get out to the 45-yard line. Actually, they're going to spot it at the 44, give him 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up for Navarre. DeCourt with 44 yards on 9 carries here in the first half.
Against a very good Niceville defense.
2nd and 7 for the Raiders from their 44. 8:10 on the clock, trailing 14-0. Chambers back to pass it. A great play there by Jacobs.
Khalil Jacobs. Linebacker blitzing on the play.
Both teams looking for a completed pass here in the second quarter. Neither team has one. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Raiders from their 44 with 8:04 on the clock. And it stopped on the incomplete pass. Chambers in the shotgun, twins to the near side. DeCourt in the backfield. Chambers feeling pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to take off and run. And he should have a Raider first down. And you're going to add a 15 more with the horse collar on the back end of that play. So he gets down to the 44 of Niceville. A gain of 12, but they're going to add 15 to that.
Yeah, not only is it a penalty to grab the collar, but you now cannot grab the back of the shirt either.
3rd penalty of the game for Niceville. So that will move the ball inside the 30, down to the 28. The Raiders have 1st and 10 at the Eagle 28-yard line. Percival to the near side. Robas and Marshall, Terrence Marshall to the right side. Love in the backfield to the left. It's going to be a keeper for Chambers inside the 25. And the deepest possession for the Raiders as they move down to the Eagle 22 after a gain of 6 by Chambers.
Yeah, he doesn't mind giving the hit, does he?
Not at all. They're going to spot the ball at the 20, just outside the 22. Let's call it the 23-yard line. Give him 5. 2nd and 5 for Navarre at the Eagle 23. DeCourt back in, Love out. No Love on this play. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Chambers is feeling pressure. He's going to be met in the backfield and taken down. A loss back to the 24. Actually, they're going to spot at the 25-yard line. A loss of 1 on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd and a long 6. 3rd and 7 for Navarre. First sack of the game for the Eagles.
You like the rollout pass for Kyle being a right-hander.
Marshall and Percival to the near side. Robas to the top. Richardson in as the H-back in this play. He moves from right to left. Chambers back to pass. They're feeling pressure.
What?
He had a receiver breaking. That was Robas. Can't come down with it inside the Eagle 10. And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Raiders on the incompleted pass. Robas had a step on him and off his fingertips.
Nice pass by Kyle, too.
4th and 7. Let's call it 4th and a long 6 for the Raiders from their the Eagle 25. The Raiders' 3rd 4th down attempt. They're going to send the house. Chambers going to roll out. He's got a receiver. First down, Navarre. Percival still on his feet inside the 15, inside the 10. First and goal, Navarre. Depending on where they spot the ball at the Eagle 9. A gain of 16 to Percival. And first and goal, Navarre.
And going opposite, rolling to his left, which is unnatural for a right-handed quarterback. Squared his shoulders, found his target.
And great blocking up front by the big Bubbas to allow him to get the pass off.
Absolutely.
First and goal for the Raiders at the Eagle 9. 5:56 on the clock. It's going to be Decord on the carry. He's going to get back to line of scrimmage, maybe lose one. He backs the 10, so it will be a loss of 1. Second and goal from the Eagle 10.
Navarre player loses his helmet, so he has to.
Our center, Eric Mraz, comes out in his number 61 to replace him. That'll be Jackson Spalla. Second and goal at the Eagle 10-yard line. 5:28 on the clock and counting here in the second quarter. 14-0, Niceville. Chambers back to pass. He's feeling pressure. He's got a receiver. Richardson drops it in the back of the end zone, and it's going to bring up third and goal from the 10.
Boy, he has a nice touch, doesn't he? I mean, they don't talk about it unless it's completed, but
maybe took off just a little bit. He had the right trajectory on that one. Trajectory. And it's going to bring up third and goal from the Eagle 10. Marshall and Robas to the right side. The far side. Percival to the near side. The court in the backfield behind Chambers. Richardson goes in motion. Chambers back to pass. He's feeling pressure. He's going to take off and run, still on his feet. You can't run back into the pressure, which he did. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal at the 14.
Certainly not his fault.
The pressure where he had just come from was still there and right into the tackle. And the Raiders will be setting up for a field goal. Caden Howard's first field goal attempt on the season.
You know, give the secondary of Niceville all the credit. Covered sack.
This will be a 31-yard attempt for Caden Howard from the left hash mark. Snap is good, holds down, the kick is up, and he doesn't get it to the, and it's through. 31-yard field goal for Howard. It looked like from our angle, it didn't look very good, but it went through, and the Raiders are on the board, 31 yards out. Caden Howard's first field goal attempt on the season.
It makes you feel good. You come away with something. You want points. They have been moving the ball on Niceville. But scoreboard, Niceville's up 14-3 with about 4.5 minutes remaining till halftime.
Raiders will get the ball to start the second half, so they got that on their side. But now they need a big defensive stop here, maybe to get some more points here in the first half and make it a one-score game.
You're absolutely correct.
Howard will be handling kickoff duties as well, so it looks like he'll be handling the kicks tonight.
Bluntstown at the half, leading Baker 22-7. When was the last time Baker's lost 2 in a row?
It's been when's the last time they lost a game other than last week?
Yeah, really.
Undefeated last year to a state championship. Bluntstown coach Bo Johnson has his team playing well this year.
Again, peaking at the right time.
Howard with the two-step kick. The ball's going to come down at the 11. It's going to be returned by Powell. He's still on his feet. He's going to get to the outside. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 34 after a 23-yard return.
Late flag, probably some extracurricular. It's going to go against Navarre.
It would be Navarre's only their second penalty here in the first half. I should say their second penalty accepted. Personal foul against Navarre. So he went out of bounds at the 34, so that should put the ball at the 49 of Niceville. A good field position for the Eagles to start their drive here with 4:19 to go. First and 10 Eagles from their own 49-yard line. Big District 1 7A matchup here tonight. The winner will stay unbeaten and more than likely has the opening to the district championship. First and 10, Moore in the shotgun. Jacobs goes in motion. He sits still on the right side. Moore on the keeper, but he's met by Caballero, fresh off his 30-tackle performance last week after a gain of 1 for Moore. Second and 9 for the Eagles at the midfield stripe. Other than the long run by Pope to get them into their field position for their second touchdown, the Raiders have pretty much held the Eagle game in check, their ground game in check. Second and 9 at the midfield stripe for Niceville, 14-3. Eagles on top. A quick hitter to Thomas. He hauls it in, but he's met by a couple of Raiders. Lemmy Wilson is going to finish him off right at the midfield stripe. No gain. He'll bring up third and 9.
Yeah, Bill, this defensive performance that Navarre, they did give up a couple big plays, and yes, they're behind 14-3. Attacking the ball reminds me of their play in the Leon game.
They dominated that Leon. Even though they won by 10, it was not as close as that.
No, not at
So
all.
39 for the Eagles at the midfield stripe with 3:05 on the clock and a 14-3 Eagle lead. Moore back to pass. He's feeling pressure, and he's going to go down. Fumble on the ground. The ball is on the ground, but I think the Eagles recover.
I don't know. I think Navarre may have their paws on it. Yes!
Caballero that is Lemmy Wilson that comes up with the fumble recovery. He forced the fumble and recovered it himself. And the Raiders, two turnovers for the Eagles now, and the Raiders have great field position at the Eagle 45-yard line.
As I said on the first fumble, you got to do something with it. So
a sack for Lemmy Wilson.
He shot, and he's a defensive lineman. He came through unblocked. So some kind of a mix-up in the blocking scheme.
Raiders first and 10. It's a double pass to Richardson. They had a double pass set up, and it's going to fall incomplete. Second and 10 for Navarre.
He rushed it just a little bit. Didn't give Percival a chance to make the cut.
That was Richardson on the pass.
Right. I'm sorry. Percival on the cut.
Second and 10 Navarre at the Eagle 45 with 2:45 on the clock. So if the Raiders can get in for a score and then get the ball to start the second half, we could have a brand new ball game.
We sure can.
Second and 10 for Navarre at the Eagle 45. Pass completed to Percival. He corrals it at the 43-yard line. A gain of, at the 38, a gain of 7 to Percival. Third and 3 for the Raiders.
Very manageable third down here. The way Percival's been running, man,
6 of 11 passing for Chambers for 43 yards. Third and 3 for the Raiders at the Eagle 38 with 2:15 on the clock and running here in the second. 14-3, Eagles on top. Chambers is going to keep it himself. He's going to get to the outside, but nope. Not before he's hauled down there by Noah Harmon at the 39-yard line. A loss of 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 4. I'm not a big celebration guy, and why do we have to celebrate on every single tackle and first down?
Because they're legends here at Niceville Stadium.
Okay.
And we're in amongst lots.
So the Raiders going for their fourth down attempt. 1 of 3 so far. The last conversion led to a 31-yard Caden Howard field goal. Twins to the far side. Richard moves from right to left. It's going to be a handoff. They're going to hit Chase Richardson, and he is going to be a big hit over there. I think he's going to be short of the first down by a yard.
Depends on the spot.
Big hit over there on the far side there by Jacobs. I think he's going to be a little short.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he's at about the 35 and a half, 36, and he needed to get to the 35.
Yep.
They're going to spot the ball at the 36. That will leave the Raiders 1 yard short. Big hit there by Jacobs to keep the Raiders from the first down.
Navarre is requested as they have the right to.
But he
is measurement.
He is about a half yard to a yard short. I mean, they spot the ball right at the 36-yard line. What a big hit over there on the far sideline by Jacobs.
And if he had 9, he might have gotten the first down.
Yep, about a half yard to 3/4 of a yard there. And the Eagles take over as they stop the Raiders on fourth down once again with 1:17 to go. A 14-3 Eagle lead here as we wander down here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it not a bad move by Coach Walls. It also gives the defensive staff an extra couple of seconds to prepare themselves for the inevitable having to play defense. So
Micah Turner in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Thomas as there's a flag on the play.
Backfield in motion.
And I think we're going to have a illegal procedure call against Niceville.
Right halfback jumped the gun. The one-hit wonder, Mel and Tim, backfield in motion.
They'll bring up first and 15 with 1:15 on the clock. I want to thank everybody out there in our listening and viewing audience tonight, wherever you're on the World Wide Web. We appreciate your patronage of Irishville sports and Navarre Raider football. First and 15 for the Eagles. Nice tackle there in the secondary.
Good
But
block
it's going to be a
by the
gain
wide
out to the
receiver.
44-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 13 on the play to Powell. It's going to bring up second and 3 for the Eagles. We're inside, actually coming close to inside 1 minute as Powell got out of bounds. The clock did stop. Second and 2, a long 2 for the Eagles at their own 44. It's going to be Thomas on the carry, and he's got a lot of room to the near side. He's not going to get much more than that, but he does have enough for an Eagle first down into Raider territory, down to about the 40. They're bringing it back. Is there a flag on the play?
Did not see it.
Flag at the 43.
Must have been a hold on
Holding
the end.
against the Eagles.
Yep.
So a nice run, first down carry, all for naught.
He definitely has some moves in the secondary.
Fifth penalty of the night for Niceville for 40 yards. That's going to move them back inside their 35. 58 ticks on the clock here in the first half. 14-3, Eagles over Navarre. Raiders on the road, their last road game of the regular season. It's going to be a handoff to Pope, and he's going to get a nice carry out almost near to the 40-yard line as he carried a couple Raiders out to the 40. The tackle there by Nick Ducati, Christian Caballero, and Lemmy Wilson after a gain of 6 by Pope.
Navarre calls timeout here.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Eagles on a 6-yard gain there by Jay Pope.
That's, Navarre's got one timeout left. So if they go pass and they go incomplete, the clock stops. If they go run and don't get the first down, then Navarre will have to
eat their last time out.
Use their last time out, but they'll get the ball back. So Jay's playing the percentages,
but it also could come back to haunt you as well when you have the talent and the speed of Powell and Thomas at the receiver position for the Eagles. But this defense has been playing pretty much lights out here in the second quarter. 14-3 is your score. Niceville over Navarre. District 1 7A matchup here at Niceville High School. 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. 38 seconds on the clock. More back to pass. He's going to throw it to Thomas out here in the flat, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds, short of the first down marker after a gain of 2.
And it stops the clock.
And he goes out of bounds, so that the Raiders saved their last time out as Thomas goes out of bounds.
I would go punt safe here.
31 seconds on the clock. Navarre has 1 timeout left. Terrence Marshall goes back deep inside his own 30, down to about the 25.
And watch the fake. High snap.
And it's going to take a bounce and go a Raider bounce back across the 30. So Raiders will get the ball. My good friend Haas, Mike Thomas, checking in out in Arizona once again. They got some real good size, and they're all young there, Haas. They're all over between 250 and about 280 on our offensive line. We call them the Big Bubbas. Maybe a couple of them may have a little bit more size, more girth than that.
Yeah, and obviously we say it lovingly, and a couple of their parents don't have a problem with it.
Ursula checking in.
Oh, we love Ursula. Thank you for
the producer checking in as well with my daughter Brooke out in Navarre. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 31 of their own. Chambers back to pass. He's got a receiver to Marshall into the secondary. All he needs is 1 block, and he may take it to the house. Marshall down the left sideline and out at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Navarre on the completion to Marshall, and a Raider first down, 1st and goal. With 10 seconds on the clock. 68-yard pass play to Marshall. 1st and goal, Navarre at the Eagle 1.
I'd put the package in, and they are. They're putting the Lenny Wilson's in. Huge play toward the half.
Gain of 68.
Wow.
1st and goal for the Raiders. 1 timeout left, so if they don't get it, they... And I think Navarre is going to take their last timeout here.
Wow.
What a play on the pass from Chambers to Marshall across the... It's about a 15-yard crossing pattern. And Marshall, once he gets into the secondary, he's tough to catch, but he was forced out at the 1-yard line.
How did he get that open, Bill? Had to be a mix-up in the secondary.
And the Raiders' defense have held Niceville to no first downs in the second quarter.
Yep. Scoreboard's the important stat, though.
14-3, Niceville on top. The Raiders have 1st and goal at the Eagle 1-yard line with 10 seconds on the clock.
Is this the most important play thus far in Navarre season?
Could be, because they have the ball to start the second half, so they will get the ball right back.
Spread them out.
They got to bring in Wilson, Jaden Moon, and Sebastian Melendez in their heavy package. 1st and goal, Raiders at the Eagle 1. Chambers goes under center, and he pushes into the end zone. Raiders on the board as Chambers sneaks in on his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders cut it to 14-9.
Offense staying on the field, Bill.
2-point conversion coming up for Navarre. Chambers staying on the field. This would cut it to a 3-point ball game. As Chambers scores with 5 seconds left on the clock.
Same play?
This one's out a little bit, so I think we might go see Caballero here on the run right now. Chambers goes in under center. It's going to be a little jump pass across the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete. Caballero, that one, and it's going to fall incomplete. 14-9 is your score. as a Raiders score with 5 seconds left here in the opening half to cut it to 5.
Coach Wall's kind of going deep in his playbook, Bill.
That's the 10th rushing touchdown for Chambers on the season. I believe the record is 13, if I remember right. Zach Cook, I remember. I'm trying to remember. That was early 2000s. Zach Cook, I think, was part of the first Raider team.
Could be. Choctawhatchee leads Bay at halftime, 42-0.
Wow.
Northview over Mariana, 21-6 at the half. Escambia over Milton, 28-7. Pine Forest over Gulf Breeze, 28-7 at the half. Bluntstown leading Baker at the half, 22-7. Freeport at the half leading Rocky Bayou, 35-12.
You had that one. I went with the Knights, I believe.
Yes, you did.
It looks like it's night out for Rocky Bayou.
Crestview leading Pace, 21-17 at the half. That's going to be a good game. Walton leading
Line drive kick. This should be the last play of the first half. It's going to be returned by Turner. He's going to get out to 38. That will be the last play of the first half. What an exciting game as it's turned out to be, 14-9. Niceville out on top. Navarre will get the ball to start the second half. And you are listening to Navarre Raider football on IrishBillSports.com. Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, Robbie on the camera tonight. And we're going to head out so you can hear a word from our sponsors.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida military market specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raiders Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Whether it's seeing to it that they're properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can watch and hear all exciting Navarre Raider football action, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks Navarre Raider Quarterback Club for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida military market specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
Welcome back to Niceville High School. This is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob. We're at the half where Navarre is trailing 14-9 after trailing 14 to nothing. So they have cut it to 5 at the half, and they will have the ball, as we said. And let's go to our text line and see who we got out there. Let's see who we got out there in the World Wide Web. Okay, Ursula Householder checking in. Her and Buckeye Mike are checking in. Thanks, guys. Jordan and Jaden Moon's grandparents are watching from Navarre. Thank you once again for the coverage. Thank you for logging on once again tonight and tuning in. Tim Lawson checking in from Tennessee. No, from Warrior, Alabama. I'm sorry, Tim. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome. James and Emily Thomas, grandparents of Kyle Chambers, checking in from Wyoming once again. So can't thank you enough for allowing us to be able to watch Kyle's games from Wyoming. And we're here at the half. Navarre outgained Niceville in the second quarter, 124-23. And they have, for the game, 211 total yards, 114 through the air, 97 on the ground. For Niceville, 81 through the air, 64 on the ground. But they have pretty much limited Niceville to no first downs in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Their defense is playing pretty special, and we knew they needed to. What do you think Grant Thompson is saying to his crew? I'm throwing you a curveball here. Usually I say, what is Jay Wall saying? What is Grant Thompson saying to his troops at halftime?
Hey guys, we just got to regroup. We started out fast, but we kind of faltered there in the second quarter. We're still ahead. We still got a 5-point lead. Let's just go out and finish the job in the second half.
Scoreboard. We're still winning.
We're still winning. And they're leading where it counts the most, and that's in points.
So I think Jay Walls is saying we got a little momentum.
Daphne checking in tonight on Irish Bill Sports Live. Thanks, Daphne. Hope you're having a good day.
We love you, Daphne. I've never met you, but I love you.
But the Raiders, what a second quarter. The defense, after those first two touchdowns, they have come to play.
Yeah, you kind of wonder how your team responds. The emotion of being up real big on the road at pace and then having to hang on and have a great play by your quarterback to win the game, how they would respond. Would you say, well, it's a big game. They should get up, and they've come to play tonight. And Navarre started out the season as slow offensively. They have, again, sounding like a broken record, they have moved the football bill against Niceville.
Once again, the combination of Chambers to Terrence Marshall. Folks, this young guy is only a sophomore. And so we're going to get to call his games for the next 3 years. 2 more after this one. So what a talented I can't wait till Tyrell gets back healthy and we can see both of them out there at the same time.
Absolutely. Daphne checking back in. Today was a good day. Praise be.
Every day is a good day when the sun's shining, and you can see that sunshine.
You are my sunshine.
No, please don't, Bob.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. We're just losing 100 viewers. Sorry.
They're dropping like flies on a warm August day.
Wow. So
I just heard 4 more go through the zapper.
Oh, mercy.
Navarre Raider Band, I believe this is Navarre Raider Band out there at halftime now.
Absolutely.
They made the trip down 98 over here to Niceville, and we got a full house on both sides here. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly playoff weather. I still see a few openings here and there, but you're right, on the visitor side, mostly Niceville. But we have a strong contingent of Navarre Raiders, as you hear cowbells and whistles and all that. When Navarre offense or defense makes a big play. If you're a Navarre player, a Niceville player, what are you feeling? Are you feeling Gaston County all over again?
This is 2 weeks in a. It's not that Niceville is playing bad in this game. I heard some reports from last week that they did not play one of their better games last week against Gaston County.
And sometimes it's hard.
It's hard to get up every week.
1-5 team.
We forget that these are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old young men.
Right.
It's tough to get up emotionally and physically for every game. You get banged up, especially we're into week 9 of the season. The 7th game for Navarre, the 9th game for Niceville. And it's tough to get up every week, but this is a rivalry. This has become a rivalry, one of the better rivalries in the Panhandle. Navarre leads the overall series 8-3. A lot of people don't know that.
Right.
But I'm here to keep reminding them. So it doesn't matter which team is better on any given day. When these two teams get together, it is always a good game.
Right. And
I don't know which colors. Is this the Ruckle band getting ready?
It is. The Ruckle,
they're
black
wearing,
and gold.
Is that gold? And
Lewis is white and red.
Okay, thanks for the
and
color
gold.
update.
I'm the color man.
Eddie checking back in, says the Raiders and the Marshall boys will be a force to be reckoned with. It's going to be fun to watch with Irish Bill and crew on the call. Thank you, Eddie.
Thanks, Ed.
Checking in from South Carolina again tonight, I believe.
Or maybe he's in Stuart, Florida.
Now, that is actually that's our first young lady that checks in. Let me go back on
she is checking in from Charleston.
Rosalind Miller is in Stuart, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we appreciate the kind words, Eddie. And it's fun to call games when you got the talent. I mean, even with the Niceville, I mean, you have multiple D1 players on Niceville. I suppose you're going to have some multiple D1 players on Navarre as well. Devin Wright hasn't got an offer yet. I see Devin Wright getting some offers.
I can't believe that. I absolutely cannot believe that.
One of the leading tacklers in the Panhandle over the last year and a half. And Christian Caballero, what a name he's making for himself as well, only a junior.
So Devin has no offers?
None that no big offers that I'm aware of.
Big offers, okay.
The Niceville band now coming on the field. It is senior night here at Niceville High School. Niceville leads at the half 14-9. And my buddy checking in from Arizona. He has his team on one TV out in Arizona, and he has the Raider game on the other screen. Checking in from Arizona. I'm loving it.
Oh, right.
Thanks, Haas, for checking in. It's a good night of football. His hometown on one screen. Navarre Raiders in the other, all before going to our game. Because they're out in Arizona, so they're not ready for it. I believe they're an hour behind, so they should be kicking off here momentarily out in Arizona. So what a night for him, watching some football. And Lee Jones checking in, former Raider. Navarre executes in the second half. They can win. They should be up right now. You're right.
Yeah, they had to fumble on the drive. Kyle ran on, going for extra effort.
But the Raiders trailing at the half, 14-9 here at senior night at Niceville High School. We're going to jump out and hear your word from our sponsors once again. We'll be right at the back in about 5 minutes till kickoff in the second half. We'll be right back, folks.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average, with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people. Real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raiders Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Whether it's seeing to it that they're properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can watch and hear all exciting Navarre Raider football action, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks Navarre Raider Quarterback Club for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
When this old world starts getting me down and people are just too much for me to face, I climb way up to the top of the stairs and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can bother me. Let me tell you now, when I come home feeling tired and weak, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. On the roof I get away from the hustling crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On the roof, the only place I know where you just have to wish to make it so. Let's go up on the roof. Up on the roof.
Welcome back to Niceville High School. We're still at halftime as the Niceville Marching Band, the Eagle Pride, is on the field right now. We're just seconds away from kickoff here in the second half. Once the band leaves the field, the players will come back on the green grass of Niceville High, and we will have second half action between Navarre and Niceville. And Becky Domino checking in from North Carolina, over at North Carolina Wesleyan. He's over there with our former Navarre Raider quarterback, Zach Marquis. And he says if Navarre finds a way to get the ball to number 81, Davian Hardy, they will win the game. Good observation there from Becky.
Yep.
And Niceville band still doesn't want to leave the field. They gave him another 2.5 minutes.
A senior night, they can go up to 20 at halftime. I don't know. I know they, it was nice of them to allow Navarre to play as a courtesy. And if Niceville stays in the district, they'll be coming to Bennett Russell Stadium next year.
Get this. On Terrence Marshall's last 4 catches, they have went for 225 yards. So he is averaging 58 yards a reception on his last 4 catches. Pretty solid.
It is pretty solid for a sophomore.
Chambers with 54 yards on 12 carries. DeCourt with 43 yards on 10 carries. 97 yards rushing for the Raiders. And 114 through the air on 8 of 12 passing for 114 yards for Chambers. Really coming to his own.
Sure has.
Niceville had 122 yards in the first quarter, limited to 23 in the second quarter. No first downs, and 3 first downs in the first half for Niceville, 7 for Navarre. Two turnovers for Niceville, 1 for Navarre. And the clock back under 1 minute of play here. And the band should be departing the field here momentarily as they go in from the south end zone all the way down to the north end zone, where they'll be seated in the far end zone to our right. Niceville getting ready to come back on the field. Navarre down in the south end zone. Niceville in the north end zone. 14-9, Niceville on top. Caleb Stubbs checking in. Wyatt Busey. Let's go Raiders from Caleb Stubbs out on YouTube Live, on Irishville Sports Live. Raiders will get the ball to start the second half here. 14-9 is your score. Niceville out on top. The winner of this game will have the driver's seat in District 1 7A.
Yeah, absolutely. And I stranger things have happened. I don't think there's any way that Niceville's going to lose to Tate next week. So Niceville and Navarre, this is for the district title. The loser probably the runner-up.
Yep. Go ahead for a second.
So Navarre is finishing warming up. They hit the sidelines. They will be receiving the football to start the second half of play. If I'm a Navarre player, I'm pretty confident. They didn't blow you off the field. You've hung with the number 2 ranked team in the classification, 3 ranked team, 4 ranked team.
Turn myself back on here. Well, that didn't come out right, did it?
Turn my sound.
Turn my mic back on here.
Mike.
And the Raiders will get the ball hit, as I said it over and over again.
I see Hemo's in the house.
Scott Heeman.
Scott Heeman.
Used to be on the morning show with Robbie Shanks. E.J. Love and Terrence Marshall will be back deep for the Raiders. Your next line of defense is Sebastian Melendez and Devin Wright. In front of them, Hunter Crowder and Christian Caballero. Your special teams up front, Austin Wright, Landon Mentzler, Chris DeCourt, Jaden Moon, and Davion Hardy. Your front 5 for the Raiders in their special teams formation. Back it up a little bit. It's going to be a deep kick. It's going to be 2 yards deep, so the Raiders will start from their own 20. Touchback for.
That's a pretty good leg. Is that young man working with your son?
I'm not sure which kicker that was. I think that was LeBee. He did last year. I'm not sure if he still is. First and 10 for the Raiders from their own 20. Just underway here in the second half. Navarre trailing 14-9. Richardson goes in motion from right to left. He stops. It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt. DeCourt still on his feet. Out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9. And a 2nd and 1 coming up for Navarre. Mraz out. Spalla back in. Also in there, Zach Hicks at Dom Cunningham on the left side. Ethan Newman and Caleb Akers on the right side for the Big Bubbas. 2nd and 1 for Navarre from their 29. Just underway here in the second half. It's going to be a bad snap. And Chambers is able to get back on it at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 8 and bring up 3rd and 9. Lucky for it bounced into Chambers' hands when he went to the ground.
Right, and the lineman was already past him. Back up center there. A high snap.
3rd and 9 for the Raiders, 3rd and long. After a nice run on first down, the bad snap puts them down behind the chains. 3rd and 9. Chambers is going to.
It's a catch. It's a catch by Percival.
There's going to be a catch out to the 37-yard line, a Raider first down. Percival with the 16-yard grab. The Raiders have first down.
A diving catch by Percival. Boy, he's been so clutch for Navarre this year.
Great job by the offensive line to keep the play alive for Chambers, and he finds Percival for a 16-yard gain and a Raider first down. Raiders first and 10 from their 37. There's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to get out to the 40-yard line, give him 3, bring up 2nd and 7. They're going to spot the ball at the 40, 2nd and 7. 9:58 on the clock here. Early on, end of third quarter, 14-9, Niceville out on top. Reese, Marshall, Richardson to the far side. Percival to the near side. Love replaces DeCourt in the backfield. 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. They're trying to find Love. No Love in all the wrong places. I just had to go there.
Love in all the wrong.
And it's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
A lot of good songs there. Late, great Mickey Gilley.
E.J. Love there for Chris DeCourt. DeCourt back in now. 3rd and 7 for the Raiders from their own 40. The clock stops at 9:33 on the incompleted pass. Eagles going to send pressure off the left side. And it's going to be caught by Percival, but he's going to be about 2 yards short. But what a play. Heads-up play by Chambers. And Percival with the good hands is going to get the ball out to the 46. It's going to be 4th and a long one.
Easily could have been interference, too, on the play.
Percival's 5th catch of the night. And the Raiders keeping the offense on the field. Maybe trying to draw the Eagles off sides.
Could be.
Nope, they're going to go back in punt formation with Percival.
Or do they?
A line drive punt over the head.
He touched it. He touched it. He touched it. I think it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. The Raiders score on the muff punt. And the Raiders score in the end zone. Devin, I'm not sure who came up with it, but it went through the Eagles' hands all the way into the end zone, and the Raiders recover the ball in the end zone to take the lead. Not sure who came up with that. It was either Crowder or Wright, and I think it might be Devin Wright.
Wow, what a turn of events.
The Raiders recover the muff punt in the end zone, and they're going for 2.
That would put it 3-point lead. Wow. Navarre calls timeout.
So they could go for 2 here to take the 3-point lead, or they could kick the extra point.
Yeah, you hate taking a timeout this early in the second quarter, but this is an important part, and you got to play it one game at a time, one play at a time rather. What a turn of events!
So it went right through the punt returner's hands and rolled all the way into the end zone. It was kind of a short line drive punt. And Ian Sones?
Yes.
Sones with the touchdown. A special teams touchdown for the Raiders.
And that counts as a turnover.
And the Raiders are keeping the offense on the field out there.
Grant Thompson speaking with the white hat.
Not happy. He's thinking that maybe it didn't touch the hands of his return man, but it clearly did.
That's why you have 5 officials.
And there was no pause by the official. He went right to the end zone because he knew it was a live ball.
And Grant Thompson may have talked his way into this.
Well, there is no challenge in high school football. So what is called on the field of play is what is called.
Except when you go to the Final Four, they do have replay.
That is correct.
I believe. Wow, can we have a reversal here?
Katrina Sutton checking in with Tim, saying, go Caleb from Michigan. Sones recovers the muff punt in the end zone. Well, you're saying you can't return a muff punt. Well, you don't have to return it if it's already there.
They're going to call this back. They're going to call it a touchback. Not when he touches the ball. Wow, what a turn of events. Holy cow. How do you call a touchdown, go talk to the Niceville coach, and he changes your mind? Oh, my goodness.
Boo.
Wow. I apologize.
No apology needed, Bob. That is a blown call right there.
The back judge, the only person's mind that could change their mind was the back judge. That's why you have a back judge.
Well, I guess we can't reverse calls other than here at Niceville. First and 10 for the Eagles on the touchback. Wow, what a turn of events right there, Bob. It looked like it clearly touched his hands.
It changed direction. Now, unless a UFO touched it, it touched the guy's hand. Hello?
Wow.
Well, they have the referees have the final say.
It's going to be a keeper by Moore. And the defense, this is only going to fire up that Raider defense. It's going to be a loss of one on the handoff to the Pope, 2nd and 11. Wow. 2nd and 11 for the Eagles from their own 19. It's going to be a handoff, and there is no room to run there on the near side. Devin Wright, Christian Caballero, Lemmy Wilson in on the tackle. A 1 yard gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage on the carry by Pope.
Well, to Jay Wall's defense, he kept his cool because if, he would have went off, it would have been a 15-yard penalty.
7:40 to go, still 14-9 here. Ends up being a 56-yard touchback.
Yep.
It's going to be a quick hitter to Thomas on the outside. He's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be a little short. They're going to give him the first down. A gain of 11 on the pass to Thomas.
Didn't even measure it.
Two yards on the keeper by Addison Moore. 2nd and 8. Caballero on the tackle. This is turning into a pretty heated game here, Bob.
Yep.
6:50 on the clock. Still 14-9 here in the third quarter. Moore back to pass. Good coverage here on the near sideline. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Great coverage here back by Marvin Saktalin. Going to fall incomplete.
The quarterback can throw it.
Yes, he can.
He can sling it.
Good dual threat quarterback they have here at Niceville and Addison Moore.
Boy, they can roll out some quarterbacks, can't they?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, my gosh.
3rd and 8 for the Eagles from their own 31-yard line. It's going to be more on the keeper. He's going to have a first down over the 40, out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 and an Eagle first down.
Well,
Eagles first.
You saw the momentum go back and forth, and Niceville.
The water break. We're going to stay right here, folks. Wow, what a turn of events. And you know what? This is on video, so one thing I'm going to make sure that I do tomorrow is go back and watch this game, because that ball clearly changed directions after it went through his hands. Well, we can't. We just got to move forward. Defense got to make a stand, get the ball back, and then take the lead.
Blountstown leading Baker in the fourth quarter, 30-14. Crestview leading Pace, 21-17 fourth quarter. Freeport all over Rocky Bayou, 49-19. Mosley leading Fort Walton, 48-6 fourth quarter.
Pine Forest all over at Gulf Breeze, 36-7. First and 10 Eagles at their own 43-yard line. It's going to be Thomas to the near side. There's a hold right there on the outside.
No flag.
There's a hold, not called. He's going to get down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 25 for Thomas and an Eagle first down. Give him 26 on the carry. First and 10 Eagles at the Raider 31 right here in front of us. On the visitor side here at Niceville. Raiders need a big stand here. Moore on the keeper. Runs it right up the middle. And the Paxky back, it reminds me a little bit of Chambers.
Yeah.
Both of them go down on the first hit, and it's an 11-yard gain for Moore and an Eagle first down. First and 10 Eagles at the Raider, call it the 20, actually at the 18. They're going to give him 13 on that carry. First and 10 Eagles at the Raider 18 with 5:02 on the clock in county. 14-9 Eagles here in the third quarter. Nice little pass play here to Powell. He's going to get inside the 15 down to the 12. Give him 6 yards on the reception. 2nd and 4. Eagles down into Raider territory at the 12. It's going to be a handoff to Thomas. He's going to cut back and get down to the 11, give him 1 yard. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Now, is he listed as a running back?
He's listed as an athlete.
Okay. A wide
Plays
receiver.
corner, wide receiver.
He's quick.
Equally talented on both sides of the ball.
How would you compare him to the Milton wide receiver? Not as tall.
Not quite as tall, but I think he's just as good.
And where has he committed to?
He's narrowed it down to Georgia Tech, Florida, and LSU.
Oh, that corner smelled
Derek
it.
Percival read that one. That's a loss back to the 14. I will see a field goal attempt coming up here.
Yeah, and Percival was blocked. If he had not been blocked, he might have gone the other way.
That's a 3-yard loss on the reception. And they're going to send out the field goal team. They're going to spot the ball at the 21-yard line, so a 31-yard attempt. The same distance as the Raiders made, Caden Howard made from earlier on. This would still keep a one-possession game with a 17-9 lead. But let's see what the field goal attempt is here. Kick is up. Kick is good from 31 yards out. LaBie.
Matching 31s.
Actually, number 40 on the kick, which I don't have a number 40. But the Eagles stretch their lead back out to 8, 17-9 at the 3:02 mark of the third quarter.
Robbie told me that he thinks the leader in the clubhouse might be Georgia Tech, Bill, for Thomas.
Or his older brother Wanye played there. So the Raiders defense keeps them out of the end zone to keep it a one-score game, Bob.
Yep.
Matlock checks in and says, unreal, you got SEC reps there? Matlock's been filling in the afternoon show.
You know, they were scheduled for the Civil War, Bill. You knew that. I've said that before, and you know how that turned out.
Indeed. LaBie with the kickoff puts toe on leather for the Eagles at 3:02.
Wow.
And it's going to be 3 yards, about 2 to 3 yards deep in the end zone. So the Raiders will start from their own 20 once again, trailing 17-9.
We must be downwind from the restroom.
We are. Restrooms down to the right.
But it's not 55 steps and quarter of a mile.
But here I am stuck in the middle with you.
Stuck in the middle with you. Very nice, Bill.
First and 10 Raiders from their 20. 3:02 on the clock. 17-9, Niceville on top. It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt. He is taken down in the backfield, a 2-yard loss on the tackle by Ethan Edge. Second and 12 for Navarre from their own 18. Percival to the near side. Chambers going to roll out to his left. He's got a receiver. He's going to be knocked down out there by Jacobs. It falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Boy, he's had a heck of a game. Big hits, big plays. Tall. I don't know if he plays corner or safety.
Big Bubba's doing a lot to keep Chambers protected back there. They're doing a great job tonight. Percival and Richardson to the near side. Reese and Marshall to the far side. 3rd and 12 for the Raiders as Reese goes in motion. He's feeling pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket. And on the sack is Austin Firestone, the Northwestern commit, on the sack. And he's going to lose yards back to the 15.
Well, you know, the coach of Northwestern, being a former linebacker himself, knows talent, especially on defense. So
Percival standing on his own goal line, so the Eagles should have pretty good field position after this exchange of possession. Good snap. Good punt. It's good. You need to get on it, guys. You just cost your punter about 4 yards right there. So the Eagles will have great field position at the Raider 42. A punt of 27. So the Eagles will get great field position at the Raider 42 with 1:34 on the clock here in the third. 17-9. Niceville out on top. Sactalin falls down, but luckily the ball was overthrown. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. The deep threat has not been Thomas. It has been Powell this evening.
Yes.
He scored the first touchdown on a 34-yard connection with Moore. Second and 10 at the Raider 42, 1:23 on the clock. 17-9 Niceville. It's going to be a handoff and nowhere to go for Turner. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain on his first carry of the night.
Have surprise from the Jacksonville area. Buchholz leading Bowles 14-7.
Nice.
Quarter.
That Buchholz team is solid. Whittemore at quarterback, Quinn Lee at wide receiver. That kid's tough. 3rd and 10. It's going to be a pitch to the deep back. And the Raiders going to hold him. It's going to be a 4th down attempt or a punt on the change of. Will they go with the short field and flip the field here?
No, I think they'll go for it.
The pitch was to Thomas, I believe.
It was.
They're going to get down to the 37-yard line.
Watch the jet sweep here.
A gain of 5 for Thomas. 4th down for the Eagles at the Raider 37. Clock down to 19. Play clock down to 11. And the Eagles going to call timeout. Have him back it out a little bit. You're too close. I'm getting comments from the peanut section. So it's going to be either 4th and 5, we're going to have a punt, or we're going to have it at 4th down attempt. We're going to have 4th and 6 here. Let's see if Grant Thompson calls timeout to punt it away, or if he's coming up with a 4th down play here.
I mean, you've got such talent there on offense, and this could be a quarterback keeper too. I mean, he's a tough hombre.
They are bringing the offense back out on the field. 4th and 6. Actually, let's call it. That's split right down the middle. 4th and 5 for the Eagles at the Raider 37. 10 seconds on the clock here in the third. 17-9 Niceville. Moore back to pass. And what a catch there by Blake Orr inside the 15, right at the 15. 22-yard gain to Blake Orr and an Eagle first down.
First class throw, first class catch. Couldn't ask for better coverage either.
First down at the Raider 15-yard line.
4th quarter.
And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with your score, Eagles 17, Navarre 9. On IrishMillSports.com, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida military market specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
First and 10 Eagles at the Raider 15 as we get ready to start the fourth and final stanza of this game. 17-9, Niceville out on top. Moore in the shotgun. Thomas goes in motion. Thomas is going to get the ball to the outside. And he is going to find his way into the end zone from 15 yards out. And, Bob, this is a result of the play that the Raiders thought that they had taken a lead.
The lead.
And now it flips, and the Eagles go up 14.
Well, you still got to block and tackle.
That is true.
And there was some good blocking on the end. Looks like the Eagles are going to go for the single extra point. Kicker is 17, or is that 27?
That's 37. That would be Logan Maurice.
37. Holy
37.
cow. And I ate carrots today, Bill. What a turn of events here at Niceville Stadium. I felt like I needed to call the sheriff because we'd been robbed. But, again, the white hat and the men in stripes have the final say.
What a momentum changer right there, though, Bob.
I'm not sure I've ever watched a football game quite like that. And clearly, if this had been a semifinal game in high school or a college or pro game, that certainly would have been reviewed. But we have a full quarter ahead of us, and the momentum has shifted back and forth all game long.
24-9, Niceville out on top as they've outscored the Raiders here in the second half, 10-0.
Certainly not the Eagles of the second quarter.
No, definitely they put up 90-plus yards in the third quarter. They held the Raiders to 21. And we're pretty much even, 232 for Navarre, 252 for Niceville. But where it matters most is the Raiders trail by 15 on the scoreboard. It's going to be E.J. Love on the return. Nice return for the young man. He's going to get out over the 30 to the 31, a return of 30 for Love on his first kickoff return of the season.
Well, there's no doubt he runs track for Coach Carter, who's the track and field coach at Navarre High School, the boys track and field. So Coach Carter probably knows his speed. And he's in the backfield next to Chambers.
It's going to be a handoff to Love. He kind of gets bottled up in the heart of the Eagle defense, but he gains one on the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's an up the middle runner.
DeCourt back in for Love. 2nd and 9 for Navarre from the 31. Call it the 32. Trips to the near side, single to the far side. DeCourt going to go in motion, but Chambers is going to take off and run. He has a Raider first down and more into Eagle territory down to the 40. And a gain of 28 for Chambers and a Raider first down.
Yep, and you saw what he did when contact was made. He put both hands on the football. He
They moved
wasn't going to let that what happened earlier in the contest happen again.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Eagle 40. 10:48 on the clock. 24-9. Niceville out on top. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's met at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Navarre. Harmon on the tackle.
I love the heart of Navarre tonight, Bill. Their defense, it's hard to keep Niceville off the scoreboard, and you've got to take advantage of turnovers and penalties.
Raiders got the ball down at the Eagle 38. Chambers runs over to get the play call from Coach Walls here on the near sideline. 2nd and 8 for Navarre. Plenty of time, 7 on the play clock for Navarre. Richardson goes in motion from left to right. Chambers back to pass. He's feeling pressure. Just throws the ball downfield.
Percival looking for a flag.
It's going to fall incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Chambers still threw that ball about 30 yards as he's on halfway going down.
Ten of 18 passing for 136 yards for Chambers. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders. 4 down territory once again for Navarre. 1 for 4 on the night. On 4th down conversions if they get there. Chambers looks at the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock as it reaches 14. 9:46 on the game clock. Chambers back to pass. He's feeling pressure. He's going to step up in the pocket. And he's going to go down at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose 1. And that's going to bring up 4th and 9. Great defensive coverage in the secondary by Niceville.
Yeah, nice 2 deep coverage. They had triple coverage on Marshall.
It's going to be 4th and 9 for Navarre at the Eagle 39-yard line. Clock rolling here, 9:17 in the 4th, 24-9. Navarre trailing on the road. Chambers going to roll out to his left.
He got hit hard.
Got hit hard. It's going to be a change of possession, a 4th down stop for the Eagles, and a loss of 7. One for 5 on 4th down for the Raiders, and they have no choice trailing by 2 scores.
Yes, absolutely. They had to go for it.
So the Eagles will take over on downs at their own 47 with a 24-9 lead. $24-9 is your score. Niceville out on top with 8:59 to go here in the 4th. You're going to start to see the Eagles start running a little clock, and a big hit there coming up from his linebacker position, Christian Caballero, Nick Ducati, and Zach Smith. Max Smith.
Nice
I stand corrected.
Loses his helmet.
Turner gets the ball to the 48. Give him about 1.5 yards. Give him 2. 2nd and 8 for the Eagles from their 49-yard line. Starting to run a little clock now are the Eagles.
Yes.
Down to about 8 minutes to go in this ball game, up 24-9. It's going to be a handoff to Thomas. He can't let him get to the outside, but you can't let him cut back either. And we're going to have a holding penalty against Niceville at about the 41-yard line. So all for naught. But you drive for show and putt for dough.
You putt better than I do.
Not much.
And you're going to go golfing down there,
I am.
Yeah. Are you an iron man off the tee, or do you like?
I like to go for the big dog. Holding penalty against Niceville. First penalty by either team here in the second half. 6 penalties on the night for Niceville, only 2 for Navarre. Second and let's call it 6 for the Eagles at the Raider 49. It's going to be more on the keeper up the middle. Caballero makes the first hit. Hunter Crowder and Max Smith come in to finish him off. Nice initial surge there by Caballero. It's going to be a gain down to the Raider 46, a gain of, let's call it 3 for more. It's going to bring up third and a long 3.
What airlines are not that we want to plug the airline? What airlines are you taking?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Well,
I just show up.
Okay. That's a good thing to do.
Yep. Third and 3 for the Eagles at the Raider 46. 7:06 on the clock. 24-9. It's going to be more on the keeper. He's going to be close. He's going to be close to the yard to gain, and they're going to move the chains without a measurement. A gain of 4 for more and an Eagle first down. 9 first downs for both teams on this night. They've come rather stingily tonight.
Stingily? That's
Stingily.
an adverb, I think.
Not a teacher.
I think you'd be a good one.
I would try. First and 10 for the Eagles at the Raider 42, 43-yard line. It's going to be handoff to Pope. He's going to go off left tackle. And he's going to gain down to the 41, give him 2 yards. Second and 8, clock rolling as we come to the fourth quarter water break, if they take one. Clock continues to roll, so it doesn't look like they will.
Getting a little cool here in Niceville Stadium.
Feels
up on
good.
the hill.
Feels good.
I'll be on the pitch in the morning, refereeing some soccer in Navarre.
Second and 8 for the Eagles at their Raider 41. 5:43 and counting here in the fourth. 24-9. Niceville out on top. Moore is going to keep it. He's going to go off to his left. He's got a first down. He cuts back and down inside the 30, down to about the 29. It's going to be a gain of 12 and an Eagle first down on the carry by Moore. And now they take the water break at the 5:31 mark. I think I will. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
I like doing it from this side over at Niceville games because you get to see everything. You get up inside of a booth and you're stuck in a room and you can't see everything that's going on. I love doing it from the
You can hear everything too here.
from the visitor side.
When you're surrounded by Niceville Eagles. But you're amongst the people.
Amongst the people.
What do you think tomorrow? Notre Dame, USC. USC at Notre Dame.
One for the ages.
One for the ages. This
A tradition like, oh, that's the Masters. I got my sports mixed up there, Bob.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be a good game, but I think Notre Dame has just too much. USC has been up and down all year long, and hopefully they'll stay down for that one. A night game tomorrow night in South Bend.
Ooh.
7 o'clock kickoff.
They don't play very many of those. Touchdown Jesus going to have his halo glowing?
Good possibility. First and 10 Eagles at the Raider 29. 5:22 on the clock. The Eagles up by 15. 24-9. Pope up the middle before he's taken down by Christian Caballero at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 for Pope. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. .448 and counting. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. The Raiders need a stop or a turnover right here.
Yeah, the air for a brief few seconds went out of Niceville Stadium.
2nd and 4 for the Eagles at the Raider 23. 2 men in motion. They stop. More on the keeper. He's going to cut back close to another first down. Let's see where they spot the ball. They're going to move the chains. A 4-yard gain for Moore as he found a yard to gain and an Eagle first down. 1st and 10 at the Raider. Looks like at about the 18-yard line.
Yes.
I guess I just need to look at the clock, or it says the 18.
Yeah.
I like doing things the difficult way, figuring it out for myself sometimes.
It's a tough angle, though.
Clock, you know what? I was watching that clock. It went from 3:50 to 3:48. It didn't even register 3:49.
Yeah, they may have some bulbs out.
They probably do. 1st and 10. And that's going to be Thomas on the end around on the jet sweep.
He got hit.
And he's going to get down to the 14-yard line where it's going to be a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. For the Eagles, winding this clock down. And all the Raiders can do is try and stop him. Mr. Marshall, Eddie was right. The momentum killer. The referees changed the momentum of the game, and it kind of deflated the Raiders. But you still got to play.
Yep.
More on the keeper. He's going to get down near the 10, down to the 11. A gain of 3 will bring up 3rd and 3. The field goal is just as good as a touchdown right here. 2-score game. It will extend the lead.
Navarre takes a timeout.
The Raiders will be back at home next Friday night as they'll host Crestview in the last district game of the season for Navarre. The Eagles will be on the road at Tate out in Gonzales, just north of Pensacola.
Cantonment area?
Cantonment. If you ever listen to the station, they say Cantonment. So that tells me, one, that the lady that does the news doesn't know the towns that are around this area. So it's going to be 3rd and let's call it 2 for the Eagles. Raiders need a stop right here. I want to thank all of you tonight for logging on and watching Navarre football on irishmillsports.com. 24-9, Niceville out on top with 2:30 left in the contest. It's going to be more on the keeper, and I think he has enough for the first down, depending on the spot.
First overtime, Milton and Escambia 34 all.
Wow, great game going on over there. It's going to be 4th and 1 as they stop him. Addison Moore with 2 yards. He needed 3. Will bring up 4th and 1. The Raiders take their second time out of the half.
It'll be interesting to listen to Coach Wall's comments after the game.
And you can find those on Navarre Press. Brian Lester does a great job covering Navarre Raider sports. Not just football, but all the sports. Brian does an awesome job.
Pine Forest running away from Gulf Breeze 44-14 in the fourth quarter. Crestview 27-26 over Pace.
Yeah, Pace just doesn't go away. They're like that gnat that keeps coming into your house. It keeps flying circles around you. And then eventually
what happens if Pace
you
beats
either
Crestview?
kill it or it kills you.
What happens if Pace beats Crestview?
That will put them at they'll be done with their district play. So 4th and 1. Moore on the keeper. I think he's going to have enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. And that should about do it, Bob.
Yeah.
As the Eagles have basically controlled this fourth quarter.
You're going to want style points here. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to tack on another score. But if how many losses does Crestview have? They lost to Niceville.
They're 4-3 on the season coming into tonight. First and goal from the 7. Moore is going to get inside the 5, down to the 4, give him 2 yards.
So, Crestview, I'm trying to figure out if Crestview loses tonight, would Navarre automatically be the runner-up?
Crestview wins tonight. They'll move to 2-1. Navarre would fall to 2-1. So next week would determine a lot between Crestview and Navarre. If Pace wins, they would be 2-2 in the district. 4-4 on the season. Crestview is 5-3 right now, and 1-1 in district play. So the clock stops at 1:24 as Navarre, I believe, takes their last time out of the night.
Looks like some of the Niceville fans are trying to beat the traffic.
It's nice doing that. I got people that agree with me, even though I'm going on a rant on something, but it's nice to know that I'm accurate.
Talking about my age again?
Yeah. What is that? What is that number now?
61.
60. So you got a couple years on me.
My wife says it's my IQ.
Hey, buddy. Second and goal at the Raider 4. It's going to be Addie Moore on the keeper. He's down near the goal line. They'll bring up 3rd down on the gain of 2. Down under 1 minute to play here in the ballgame. 24-9, Niceville out on top. Third and goal from the 1. Moore in on the keeper at the 36-second mark of the 4th. Well, old momentum changer there on a changed call to start the 3rd quarter. You can say, well, you still had to play the second half, but that changed momentum.
Oh, it
as
did.
Navarre got it at the end of the first half.
Well, we hope we see Niceville down the road.
Yeah. Maurice on the extra point. It's good. 31-9 Niceville.
Thank you, Philip. Philip is listening in from Houston. Yeah, Houston, we had a problem tonight. And because that coach in
Speaking of Houston, Bailey Houston is starting to get some playing time as a true freshman for Huntington.
The Hawks.
The Hawks.
The Hawks. Go Hawks.
Navarre North.
Yeah. I think their goal is to have an entire offense or defense of Navarre players.
From Navarre. Well, you know the relationship, the connection between Navarre and Huntington. Cindy Freeze, the wife of Joe Freeze, her brother is the head coach and athletic director at Huntington.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mike Turk, Turk.
Turk.
That is Cindy's maiden name.
You know what happens when the Turk visits you in the locker room, right?
No.
That's the guy who cuts you.
He's coming for you?
He's coming for you.
LeBee with the kickoff. It's going to be about 3 yards deep, where it's fielded by E.J. Love. The Raiders will have 1st and 10 from their 20. It was tough sledding for the Raiders in the second half. Only 41 yards of offense.
Yeah, I mean, Niceville really turned it on after the turn of events, but
we got a question: what happened in the third? Well, Navarre punted the ball away, and it went through the Niceville player's hand into the end zone, where the Raiders recovered for a apparent touchdown. Incompleted pass by Chambers, 2nd and 10 with 26 seconds to go. It was ruled a touchdown initially. The call was changed. It gave the ball back to Niceville, where the Raiders would have taken the lead if the play had stood. It did not. But after that, it was all Niceville in the second half.
Yeah. Unless there was some kind of strange rule change that we didn't get the memo on.
That should be one more play, maybe. And that's your ball game, folks. Niceville cruises in the second half to a 31-9 victory. They moved to 8-1 on the season. Navarre falls to 4-3, 2-1 in district play for the Raiders, 3-0 for Niceville. Both teams have one district game left. And we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back for our players of the game.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average, with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help, Because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Irish Bill and Seminole Bob back here at Niceville High School, where we saw the Eagles prevail 31-9. Thank you, Robbie, for coming out tonight. Back at Navarre next week for Crestview. We'll see you then. Have a great weekend, Robbie. And a great game. A momentum killer at the... Did he touch that? Did he touch that?
Joe settled from the chain gang.
Go back and look, but that changed the whole momentum.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
Joe,
our good friend Joe Freeze
Saddle.
checking out. He follows us on our Wednesday night show every week. He's our guest picker every Wednesday night, doing a great job picking games. He's also on the chain gang here at Niceville.
Working on the chain gang. Do, 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 do. And I know 5 officials that need to be on the chain gang. We was robbed, and the momentum definitely changed. Niceville, is a very talented team. There is no question. Are they as strong as they have been in the past? I don't know, Bill. But, lose tonight. We got another one next Friday night.
Big district game. It could be that could determine the Raiders' playoff situation next Friday night at home against Crestview.
No doubt.
We got some score updates there, Bob?
As soon as the internet will cooperate. Computers are supposed to make our lives easier. Escambia escapes. Well, no, that game's still alive. 35-34 over Milton.
Overtime. First overtime.
Yeah. Fourth quarter, Lincoln leading Rickards 21-8. Pine Forest all over Gulf Breeze 44-14. West Florida taking it to Pensacola High 50-6. Wakulla, no surprise here, beating Arnold 42-0. Northview has defeated Mariana 21-14.
There's an upset. A 1A over a 4A.
Bluntstown defeats Baker 30-14. Handles
back-to-back losses for the Baker Gators.
Choctaw does not score in the second half, but they didn't need to. They beat Bay 42-6. Crestview has beat Pace 27-26.
So that sets up a huge game next Friday night in Navarre.
Yep. Mosley over Fort Walton 48-6. Niceville, of course, winning tonight 31-9. Freeport.
We've already got over the finals of the rest of the games, I believe.
Rocky 49-19. Walton over Bay Haven. South Walton 40-8 over Rutherford. So
South Walton slowly moving up in the rankings in 4A. They're up to, believe, to number 7 or 8 this past week.
Yep, and they beat Walton, so that's huge. Players of the game.
Players of the game. All right, you got 66 yards rushing and a touchdown from Chambers on the night. He finishes 10 of 19 for 136 yards.
I was impressed with the leadership of the Niceville quarterback, too. And, Azaria Thomas, what can you say?
I mean,
hello, Bill.
All that in a cup of tea.
Yeah, he's quite the athlete. He's so
You'll be
smooth
definitely
when he
watching that
runs.
guy in big-time college football coming up next year.
Yeah.
I love doing games where I get to see talent. And we've been blessed at Navarre over since I've been doing games. And it's nice with some of the opponents that they play. that we get to experience their talent as well. And we're blessed.
Yeah, we are. And, last year the game was canceled because of COVID. Navarre had, I think their entire offensive line had COVID, including a couple of their coaches. So the game was canceled. And was that game supposed to be here, Bill?
It was supposed to be here.
Okay, so they just agreed to, instead of having it where it was supposed to be at Navarre, have it at Niceville.
Because since they didn't play last year.
Correct. So
that's kind of strange because we would have played back-to-back years here, and we played back-to-back years at Pace. Because we started the 2020 season at Pace with no broadcast.
Right.
And then we go to Pace last week. But it's time for our players of the game, our Ian Lockwood player of the game. The defense, they played solid. They gave up 31 points, but that's not depicted of what they did on this night. They held a very potent offense down for most of this game.
Christian Caballero it would be a good pick. Number 5, he was a force in the first half on defense.
Most definitely.
So, what do you think?
It's tough to pick. I say we go with Kyle Chambers as our
Ian Lockwood
player of the game.
Yep, let's do it.
Terrence Marshall as our offensive player of the game.
Okay.
And the two-headed monster of Wright and Caballero as co-defensive players of the game. Or you want to – I'll let you decide.
That's good.
Or maybe you have somebody else in mind.
I have in mind Bill Hamill. No, that's fine.
Let's go with Wright.
Defense really played solid. And, the special teams player of the game could have been Ian Sonens. Could have been.
But we're going to give it to, how about Caden Howard, his first field goal of the year from 31 yards out. His first game that he dressed this year. He's been hurt.
He's
a senior.
Has he kicked before?
He kicked last year part-time for the Raiders.
Okay.
So this was his first game tonight.
First points this year.
Yeah. So how about we go with Caden Howard?
Yeah.
Okay, so your Ian Lockwood player of the game, Kyle Chambers. Terrence Marshall, your offensive player of the game. Wright and Caballero, that is Christian Caballero, because we also have Jesus Caballero.
That is true.
And then Caden Howard, our special teams player of the game. Once again, I want to thank everybody out there wherever you are on the World Wide Web. Thank you for logging on to irishbillsports.com or Irish Bill Sports Live on YouTube. We'll be back at it again next Friday night from Bennett C. Russell Stadium.
Maybe up on the roof.
If it's anything like tonight, we will definitely be up on the roof.
Up on the roof.
So your final score here from Niceville High on senior night.
A young Latin woman is a good option?
It is.
Where's my Drifter song? Here we go. So we're glad that you were able to watch tonight from Niceville High School. For Seminole Bob and Irish Bill, until next Friday night from Bennett C. Russell Stadium, may the wind never be at your back. This is Irish Bill.
Good night, Navarre, and God bless.